Hello, it's Phil, and I have my sidekick Casey with me, and we're going to do a little unboxing. I've been shooting with this gigantic Nikon 500mm f4 lens for a few years. I've had it for quite some time, and I've always just used a monopod with it. But lately I've been getting into video, obviously, as we're making a video right now. And for video, the monopod is just not working. I need a gimbal type, I need a strong tripod, and I need a gimbal head that can smoothly move to make video. And you know, that's the reason I've never bought one. Is you can spend $2,000. You can spend easily $1,000 on the tripod legs and another $600 on the tripod head, like a Wembley or a Mongoose like Arthur Morris uses. But you know, I don't want to spend that much money, plus another $100 or so for a mounting plate. So I did a lot of research, and I'm going to try a cheaper option. So that's what we're going to be opening today. So instead of using Gitzo or Benro, I can't remember. There's a bunch of brands that I looked at, and Wembley is one of the brands of the heads. I decided to try a brand that I have a little bit of experience with. As a matter of fact, the ball head that the camera that we're recording is a Manfrotto, and I've got this tiny little Manfrotto tripod that we've had for a little while that we use quite a bit. It's not
The Incredibles.
Yeah, it looks like the bad guy from The Incredibles. So I tried this Manfrotto brand. We shopped at B&H, which is where I usually get stuff from, and I was a little disappointed when the head came in and the seal on the box where it says factory sealed, Manfrotto factory sealed, was cut all the way across. So that's a little annoying, but inside here it appears to still be in the bag. This is the head. It's definitely going to be heavier than a Wembley head or that Mongoose head. This is the, what is it, the 393? Yes, this is the Manfrotto 393, and apparently you put it on your tripod and it can turn, and you put that big heavy lens and you can move it around, hopefully smoothly. Is there a plate in there? Is there anything? Yes, there's a big mounting plate right here, which I guess that I will mount to the bottom here, the foot of this lens. I'll mount this plate on there, and then I'll slide that plate into here, and eventually we'll put it on top of a tripod. I also got this tripod.
You're back.
So this is the tripod I got, way less expensive than the ones that you would traditionally use for a big lens like that. It's a Manfrotto, shoot, what's the model number? Manfrotto 055 aluminum tripod. They also make a carbon fiber version of it, but it only weighs about a pound more than this, and it costs well over $100 more than this. So basically triples the price of this tripod just to save a pound. And I'm on a wee bit of a budget, you know, so let's get the cheaper one. It's definitely the most serious tripod I've ever owned, and because I've never really owned a really serious tripod before, and this one almost fits the bill of a serious tripod. Pretty cool. Look at this. There's some sort of way. I don't really know how to do it just yet. So far, I'm breaking things very well. Oh, yeah. I'll scoot you over there, Mr. Lenz. I don't know how to get that to go up. Let's see, you screw that off of there, and then you can screw that big thingamabob, that big gimbal onto here. That's pretty serious. It's pretty sturdy. What do you think, Casey?
Yeah, it's gonna break the table.
Push down on it, see? Yeah, that's strong. Somehow, I don't know exactly how this goes up. I have to figure that out at some point. But that's cool. So I also got, because I've got this strong tripod now, and I figure why not also get a ball head for it. So I got this ball head, and I did the same thing. I mean, I looked at ball heads that were $600 and $700, and this one looked like it would do pretty good for a whole lot less. And it's got this, I think they call it a 202 mount system. And I've had the ball head that's holding that camera uses this kind of a mount, and I've had that thing for years, and it still works well. It's just not as big and sturdy of a ball head as this one. So it'll screw right on there. Pretty cool.
Pretty cool.
Pretty cool indeed.
And that's pretty cool.
That is pretty, yes, I say pretty cool too much in my videos. I've learned from watching them. See, that moves all around, very sturdy. You get it where you like it, just tighten that down. Yeah, that's really nice. That is a whole new level of nice. I don't like the knobs that you tighten are plastic on this. Otherwise, it feels like it's bulletproof. So that is a good thing. I don't know what this does. Oh, that adjusts the tension. Yeah, that adjusts the tension when it's loose. That's cool. I think right there is about right. So that's pretty neat. Now we'll take this off, and then we'll put the big head on there and see what it looks like. Oh, big head's over here. Look at this big old thing.
It's almost out of the frame.
Yeah.
Fancy.
So yeah. You know, some of the tripods I've looked at are rated to hold 60 and 70 pounds. I can't remember what this one's rated to hold, but it's not that much, but it's way more than what my lens actually weighs. I saw a video on YouTube. There's a Nikon photographer I follow. He makes some pretty good videos. What's his name? Is it Mark Smith? Yeah, I think his name might be Mark Smith. Anyway, I saw him using this exact head in one of his videos, and I said, well, it can't be so bad, even though it cost a third or less as much as some of the other ones. That's cool. Once you get it in there, it can't slide out. That's clever. Yeah, see, there's even if it comes loose, if you loosen this, which right now I'm tightening it. I think I am. Yeah. So if you don't tighten that down enough, and the lens is loose, it still isn't going to fall off of this thing. Unless you press this brass fitting, and then it comes out. Very cool indeed.
Very cool.
Very cool. Okay, so how you doing over there? We got the 500 f4 with a teleconverter mounted on this Manfrotto 393, and it is rock solid, no problems. So I think I'll be able to, this will help me with photographs of the moon too. I've always done photographs of the moon with this big monster handheld. Crazy. Now I can point this thing at the moon and do a remote shutter release, and it'll be much better. It's crazy to have a lens this nice and not have a decent tripod to put it on. So that looks pretty good so far. All right. Kacie, are you back?
I'm back.
All right, welcome back. So I figured out how to do this. You loosen right here, and then you can push this up. And once you get to a certain height, oh no, I forgot how to do it again.
Uh-oh.
Crap. Oh, there we go.
Ah.
You pull the whole thing up, and then you can do this.
Whoa.
Look at this crap.
That's
So
fancy.
you could mount your, let's see if it tightens down. Yeah. Yeah, you can have your camera mounted way over here out to the side. I don't know if I'll use that very much, but I'll definitely use it some at some point. I would probably use that maybe for macro photography or something.
I don't know what that means, but
That's when I I do really up close pictures of flowers and stuff.
My flowers.
Yeah, your flowers, exactly. That is macro photography. So anyway, that's the Manfrotto 055 and the Manfrotto 393, and I'm not sure what this head is. The Manfrotto XPro ball head, made in Italy, up to 10 years warranty.
Italia.
Italia. It's got the triple locking system. It's the MHX Pro-BHQ2 is what this one is. So that's our stuff.
That's our stuff.
We're finally, with all this fancy camera gear, finally have a decent tripod. So, have a good one.
Have a good one.